Hey guys, welcome back. So in today's episode, we're gonna do something a little different. My hobby has gotten a little out of hand, right? And I've been doing this for almost 15, 20 years now, as far as arcades, you know, now with arcade one-ups, but I've always sort of done something around arcades and arcade gaming. And I just kind of want to show you how extreme maybe it's gotten. It's taken over a lot of different rooms of the house. Now, bear in mind, I had Kim behind the camera. This isn't something she does day to day, so if the camera's kind of shaky or whatever, she's doing her best, and honestly, the mount that I have the camera on is pretty heavy. So anyways, so bear with me for that, but come check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. You'll see a lot of the craziness that, that happens when, you know, your hobby gets a little out of control. So check it out. Hey guys, it's RetroRalph. It's been a long time, and I thought, you know, maybe it'd be kind of fun to show you around the house. And keep in mind, there's lots of projects going on right now, so there's really stuff everywhere. But I haven't done this before, so I figured I'd do it. And Kim is behind the camera, so she can, you know, say hi and all that.
Hello.
All right, so the dog, don't mind the dog. So things that I've been working on. Well, for one, there's that Mortal Kombat 2 stuff down here. That was just so we could take a look at the Costco bundle and all that. So that's kind of in shambles right there. Over here is the Beast project. Over here is the Beast project. We've been working on this for a long time. I did do an overview video, but I haven't actually done the video that would show you guys, you know, gameplay and all that stuff. So I'm gonna focus on this probably in the next couple videos, but I wanted you guys to see like what's going on in the room. Over here is sort of a testing station that's completely a mess, and I decided not to clean the room before.
And I haven't seen this, so thank you.
Yeah, this is a testing area where I just test certain things. I have a Dreamcast hooked up to it right now. This room is multi-purpose. I actually work in this room too. So, you know, it's an arcade slash whatever working space. Okay, hold on. The dog had a screw. Awesome. All right, Bella. You guys are little suckers. You find everything. Let's continue. The virtual pinball, you guys have seen that. I still haven't done like a part 2 video of that, but I'm gonna kind of go over that at some point. But these are those two. There's boxes really everywhere. Some of these are, is that Kim's commentary?
Yeah, nope.
So some of these are Scott Evans marquees. I've got a box from Chris, which I'm super excited about, that has a Sega CDX. I grew up with that. Super crazy cool stuff. I have a box from Tulsa Arcades that I'm excited about. By the way, I did want to mention the Beast cabinet over here that you did see for a minute. This is all Game Room Solutions. Ryan over
at... Not big at all, by the way.
Yeah, it's not big, yeah.
No.
So we're gonna do some really cool stuff with this at some point, but 4 players can play it super comfortable. Really excited. Ryan really hooked it up at Game Room Solutions. This is like my favorite cabinet. Really, when you have something like this, I don't know that you need all this other stuff. But anyways, this is also a Game Room Solutions cabinet. This is the Level Up cabinet. It's not on right now because it's in the middle of some transformation type stuff. This is my full-size Donkey Kong. I'm super excited about this. This was it's a reproduction cabinet, but it's really fun. It has an LCD. It looks very retro and super nostalgic. The only thing I'm not a big fan of is the controls. I'm not huge on that, but we're gonna go back and maybe put some more authentic controls on that. Okay, so the next place I'm gonna take you guys is actually what was my mom's guest room, but I'm just trying to give you guys the theme and the vibe that the arcades have kind of overflown the room.
Yeah, a little bit.
They're kind of everywhere. The dogs are very excited because they don't get a chance to go in this room, so we're gonna have to do this rather quickly. I'm gonna put the lights on. It's gonna be a little chaotic, but in this room, if you pan over here, you've got the Twisted Metal cabinet. That's actually the driving cabinet that I showed. And then down below, you'll find a bunch of artwork for future projects, ones that are coming really soon that I'm super excited about. And then Kim, if you come over here, this is actually a bunch of arcade stuff. So I've got JAMMA harnesses. I don't know if you can get in there, Kim, but we've got JAMMA harnesses. There's arcade boards. There's Pandora's boxes, and there's some wires from various projects. Here you've got just some arcade lights, and in the corner, Kim, if you get it, there's some random over in this corner. You've got some random, nope, Yeah, right there. Got some random PCBs, some, you know, consoles, some other control panels. Just to show you guys how spilled over this stuff is we've got wires and things there.
I haven't even seen this.
We've got more wires and joysticks and controllers there. And then here we've got some random JAMMA harnesses and things I've built in the past. These drawers are also filled. So you've got, yeah, Kim, pan up real quick.
No.
She's super pumped about this. Okay, so this is another room that I have other stuff in, but there's also, I keep arcade stuff in here. So I've got micro switches, buttons for arcade games. We've got some controllers and things like that. So I keep like overflow stuff in here. And then on the other side, we've got some monitors and things. And if you pan up a little bit, this is like some products that I haven't reviewed for future episodes and things like that. All right, let's keep going. Dogs, let's move on. Come on. Dogs, come on. Bella, Lola, let's go. All right, we're gonna go upstairs now and I'm gonna show you the rest of what's going on. So on the second floor, I do have a couple more games. They're games that I was working on. So we'll take a look. As we get to the top of the stairs, if you look at the two machines here, so these are going through transformations right now. So we've got the Galaga. This is gonna be a Miss Pac-Man Galaga combo cabinet with the actual NAMCO anniversary board. So that's awesome. This is the Golden Tee. We're gonna do something really cool with that, but I'm not gonna say anything about that because it's kind of a cool project. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you the room that I do my streaming from, my video editing from. I do a lot of like little small video projects in here too. This was a room that I had to put together because I was running out of space as well. So up here we've got, on the right hand side, you've actually got, on this little rack right here, I've got a bunch of like consoles. I have different PCBs, I test them on here. And then I have a TV if I want to display that stuff. There's a webcam there on the top of the TV. That webcam's if we're doing streaming, you know, we can do it from the chairs on the other side of the room. Then over here is all my video editing stuff. So it's got my PC, everything I need to do all my video editing, my microphone setup and all of that. There's lights set up right now because I was gonna film in here, but I decided not to tonight. We've got the Capcom Tatsunoko versus Capcom right here. These are the two chairs if you've watched one of the Sunday streams that Kim and I sit in when we're playing. Over here is the MK11, and then you're probably wondering what all these boxes are all over the place.
Yeah, I'm wondering what they are too.
So these are the 3/4 scale Alpha-Cade vertical by Rec Room Masters. I'm super excited to check these out. This is something that is going to be really cool and unique once I get it going. Then there is one more room. So there's another room that has there's like spillover stuff, and I got to try to make sure the dogs don't come in here. But if you come in, Kim, you can kind of see it. So we've got some consoles there. So, you know, some older retro consoles. I had this organized before, it's getting a little messy. So above, that's all my audio stuff. I keep marquees right there that are ready for installation. I've got PCBs and things over there, just random. Down here, there's more PCBs and some separate projects I'm working on. That's the Street Fighter 4 China brand system. I keep all my handhelds here, and some of these are for review. Some of these are movies or videos that I haven't made yet. That is a board I'm not going to talk about, but if certain people are watching, they'll know what that is. And then I've got like some scattered NES games, some Sega Genesis titles. That's a random board in the corner that needs to be fixed. And then I've got a bunch of stuff that's labeled. This room was pink before, so I never did clean the closet, but I've got, you know, LED lighting, SNES games, N64 games, all sorts of stuff. Homebrew titles for the Genesis. There's some more soundproofing foam. Up here I've got various games and different things. That's the top hat from Lifestyles of the Rich and Retro. That right there is a Pandora's box. There's another Pandora's box, and there's a control panel that I haven't used before. So lots of stuff in here. Then there's this other little drawer that's got lots of stuff. So this has different retro controllers, lots of stuff, guys. USB encoders, zero latency ones. You know, you name it, it's in here. So there's all sorts of different stuff. And I try to keep it organized, but it's not all organized all the time. So that's kind of it for this room. There's Clint, Kim, hello. But here's some of the stuff that I use for when I'm streaming. There's my mixer setup, my PC, there's my microphone. I got my Nintendo Switch up here. Haven't done a whole lot of Switch streaming, but I might at some point in the future. This is a lot of junk on the floor for this Countercade project as I'm starting to, you know, complete that. And I'll have a video on that really soon. And like I said, this is actually a TV that I use for streaming or if I'm just up here playing games. I've got this all hooked up to this HDMI switcher right here, so I can switch between all of the things in this rack. So sometimes I don't have it all hooked up, but there's my PC that I do most of my emulation on. That, believe it or not, is a Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition board. There's a Mega SG. That's my supergun. The supergun I need to do a video on because I test almost all my arcade boards with that supergun. So it's just an easy way for you to test arcade boards without you know, needing an entire setup. And then most everything runs through my OSSC I have down there. So it's kind of a mess, but it is what it is right now. So lots of fun stuff coming. And that's actually it for the room tour. All right, guys, that's it for the house tour slash room tour slash whatever you want to call that. You know, no fancy editing, just wanted to show you some raw footage of the house and what's going on over here. So clearly I have a lot of organization to do, but you know, any hobby stuff can kind of get out of control, and it's a little bit out of control right now, but hey, we're going to tone it down. I'm going to move some stuff to storage, maybe sell a couple things, just because I really want to make room for all these new projects that I have coming in. But I appreciate you guys hanging out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Please turn on notifications. I want to hear your comments. Tell me what you think about this. Is your hobby out of control? Is it starting to take over your life? I don't know. I love this hobby. I don't want to stop, so just got to deal with it, right? All right, guys, thanks again for joining, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.